Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Friday evening to my amazing viewers on this amazing channel as we are in episode 17 of our NBA 2K21 all-time teams. In today's matchup, the all-time Orlando Magic will be traveling to the border in the Rapper Drake's hometown of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, also home of the CN Tower, which is one of the tallest structures and awesome structures of Canada. Keep that in mind. So, I always like to begin the road team with a starting five. So, for Orlando, they got Penny Hardaway, Tracy McGrady, Grant Hill, Dwight Howard, and Shaquille O'Neal. For the all-time Toronto Raptors, that's who I'm playing as. And the Raptors will always be home because they are the only Canada team, and I like to have a lot of teams have an opportunity to travel to Canada to battle off against the Raptors. As I was saying, starting five, Kyle Lowry, DeMar DeRozan, Vince Carter, Kawhi Leonard, and Chris Bosh. So without further ado, we'll see you at tip-off. Here we are at the Scotiabank Arena here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, where the Orlando Magic and the Toronto Raptors are ready to do the tip-off, and Shaquille O'Neal and the Orlando Magic win the tip-off. So Penny Hardaway loses the basketball. Chris Bosh, who would later play in his career with the Miami Heat with LeBron James and Dwayne Wade, which all got drafted in the year 2003. So, Tracy McGrady, who got drafted out of high school in 97, distant cousin of Vince Carter, makes that in for two. A Kawhi Leonard, he's going to pass it to Kyle Lowry, and I'm going to pass it to DeMar DeRozan, but DeRozan, he's going to shoot it and go, and he shoots it and goes in. So, I referenced that saying from the lyrics of I Spy featuring Lil Yachty and Kyle. DeRozan was on the Raptors at that time, and now he's with the San Antonio Spurs. Penny Hardaway made it in the paint, so that's going to be 2 points for Orlando, and I'm going to pass it to VC Vince Carter. He played the most seasons in the NBA, and he just retired last season with the Atlanta Hawks. So he is the only player in NBA history to play 4 decades, the 1990s, 2000s, 2010s, and 2020s. So just keep that in mind. He was a great basketball star. And DeRozan, he goes in the paint and scores 2 points there. So Dwight Howard got drafted out of high school from Southwestern Atlanta Christian Academy in 2004, and it looks like they're going to shoot it in from 3, but we got Vince Carter. He picks up that rebound, and VC, he's going to shoot it in for 2, so it's now 11-4 here in the Scotiabank Arena in the city of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. So McGrady, he's going to pull it in for 3. He actually misses it, so I'm going to pass it to Vince Carter, and Vince Carter, the 2000 slam dunk champion, makes his first dunk of the game. That was a spectacular move there. He picks up the assist. I think it might have been, from what I know of, it could have been DeRozan or Chris Bosh. So he makes another point in. So Vince Carter has had 8 points so far in this episode. Grant Hill, he shoots that in from deep 3. So it's now 15-7. So Toronto is leading by 8. So where is Leonard, Kawhi Leonard? He was featured in last episode, but as a member of the LA Clippers, and he makes that in for 3. He actually made 6 threes and was player of the game last episode. If you guys haven't checked that episode out already, I will have it in the link in the description. And Shaquille O'Neal makes that dunk for the Orlando Magic. But Vince Carter, he's going to pull up a 3. And it's now 21-9. And we are outlasting this Orlando Magic team by 12 points. So DeMar DeRozan, he's going to pass this to Chris Bosh. But there's a foul there. It's on Dwight Howard. It's a shooting foul. So this means Chris Bosh gets an extra opportunity to make an extra point. And he actually does make it in. So it's now 24-9 here in the Scotiabank Arena here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Damon Stoudemire, who is in no relation of former NBA player Amari Stoudemire, and we were going to pass it to Vince Carter, but turns out we accidentally did a backcourt violation. I did not pay attention to the line there, so I did not expect that to occur. But we're still leading this by 13 points, so Vince Carter, he's going to go up, and he's going to make a leaping dunk out of that, and we'll see you guys in the second. All right, now this is the beginning of the second quarter here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, as I pass it to Morris Peterson and then Pascal Siakam, who is now with the team. He's going to shoot this in from three. 2019 NBA champion, though. They should add Marc Gasol in the next 2K or the 2K after the next. So that's going to be really interesting. I'm going to pass it to Vince Carter, and he makes his third dunk of the game for the Raptors. He's like the dunk man machine here, and I really like playing him a whole lot. I mean, I'm glad he went to Toronto, and he's going to make his fourth dunk. This will be his first back-to-back dunk in this whole game, so he knows how to make some steals. He knows how to put the spotlight in the crowd, so he knows how to make spectacular plays for the Raptors. So, DeMar DeRozan, he makes the steal, but I'm going to pass it to Valanciunas, and then Vince Carter, he's going to shoot this in from three. If I'm not mistaken, will be his fourth or fifth, but I don't pay attention to the threes. Mainly if it's Steph Curry and Horace Grant, whom his nephew, Jeremy, plays for the Detroit Pistons currently. So he's been the main player ever since Blake Griffin left the team. And there is a shooting foul on Orlando. So Toronto, they have 20 points and they have 6. So Orlando, outside of the paint, they have 7. Outside of the paint, we have 18. So Pascal Siakam, will he get an opportunity to shoot that in from the free throw line? The answer is going to be a big yes sirree. So Steve Francis loses a basketball, and that's going to be a backcourt. So we're taking revenge from what they did to us. So what happened was I was not paying attention to the free throw line. I mean, I wasn't really sure if I went back or not, but Kawhi Leonard, he's going to step back and miss it, but Shaq makes the rebound, and Scott, he's going to pass it to, that could have been a spectacular dunk there by Shaq, but it didn't work, so we're going to pass this to Kawhi Leonard, one of my favorite NBA players, so he's going to make that in the paint. So it's now 41-13, so Kawhi has 5 points, and he's actually made 1 3-pointer in this game, and Kawhi makes the steal, and he's going to go up and leap over the Orlando defender and make that dunk. So the Raptors are on a really good lead here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, aka the rapper Drake's hometown. So the Raptors have played really great defense in today's episode, and he drives it in for 2. So 19 points off of turnovers, and we really had 1, which was that backcourt violation. This will be the 20th. If Red VanVleet, he goes up and drives it in, but another Orlando defender has made a shooting foul. So it's now 48-13, leading by 35. So we're dominating this game over the Orlando Magic. So McGrady, the next episode I'll do the Orlando Magic. They will be home against a California NBA team. That's what I'll tell you for right now. But it won't be the next episode, I'll guarantee you that. So Chris Bosh drives it in for 50. It's now 50-13. We'll see you guys in the second half. Okay, now it's 55-13, beginning of the second half here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. But Vince Carter, he's going to do a crossover fade, and he dunks it in. Grant Hill, he makes that shooting foul for Orlando. And look at that awesome dunk there. So he was doing a shooting foul. He was on his arm there for a moment. And now Vince Carter gets a field trip to the free throw line, and he actually does make it in. So it's now 58-13 here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. So Penny Hardaway, He loses a basketball, but Vince Carter, he's going to pick it back up and he's going to shoot for two. So it's now 60-13, 25 points for Vince Carter. He's shot a lot of impressive threes. He's done everything on that court, but DeMar DeRozan does get a reach-in foul. So basically this means that Orlando still has possession of the basketball, but they were really lucky to recover that because if they didn't in time, it would have been a backcourt violation. And Shaquille O'Neal, he actually tries to attempt to drive it in, but he doesn't make it in. So now I'm going to pass it to Vince Carter, and I'm going to pass it to Kawhi Leonard. So Leonard, he's going to jump up and score for two. So it's now 62-13 here in Canada. So, oh, Canada, you are so great. And Hardaway, he picks up the basketball and he passes it to Dwight Howard, and then Grant Hill. There's a block there, but DeMar DeRozan picks it up for the Raptors, and DeRozan drives it into the paint for 2 points. So it's now 64. So we've only missed one shot in this whole game. 27 for 28, 96, 6 for 13. That's a 46 for Orlando. They haven't done a really great job defensively in today's episode, but there is a 3-point shot from, I believe, McGrady. So Chris Bosh, he's going to drive this in. He's going to dunk it for the Raptors, and it's now 66-16, and they are leading by 50 points. So Penny Hardaway, he's going to pass it to Dwight Howard. He boxes out, and Vince Carter, he gets his first foul of the game. It's a shooting foul. So Dwight Howard, he's going to make that, and he actually will not. So I'm going to pass this to Pascal Siakam, and Siakam, there, he loses the basketball there for a moment, but I'm going to pass it to Vince Carter. Could have been tipped off, though, but he makes it in just in time. So it's now 69-18, 28 points, and 1 assist for Vince Carter. If he keeps this great performance up, he will likely win today's player of the game in this episode. So Pascal Siakam, he's gonna drive this into a crossover there, and he makes 2 points there. The Raptors are up now 71-18, and Shandon Anderson passes it to his teammate, and he does pick up the assist. They're subbing out Dwight Howard, and they might put in Horace Grant, who also played for the Chicago Bulls. So I'm going to pass this to Vince Carter. And Vince Carter, he's going to shoot this in from 3, and we will see you guys in the fourth quarter. All right, now Steve Francis has possession of the basketball. This is the beginning of the fourth quarter. Tracy McGrady picks it up for the Toronto Raptors. And I'm going to pass it to Damon Stoudemire. And I'm going to pass it to... oh, what the heck. I'm going to shoot it in for 3 with Tracy McGrady. And that's going to be 82-23. So we're leading by 59 points. So Scott Skills, he's going to pass this to Steve Francis. Will Francis actually make it in is the real question. The answer will be yes. But Toronto has made 7 more three-pointers than Orlando in today's episode. So Antonio Davis, he has not played all game. He makes his first points of the game. It's a 3, so it's now 85-26. So Scott Sykes, he has possession of the basketball. Steve Francis, rather, he gets fouled by Tracy McGrady. And look at that mobile 1 block. So Grant Hill, it was Vince Carter who made that block in the paint. So great work by Vince Carter. And I'll explain the numbers in about a few minutes after we get our 2-minute after we get our player of the game out of the way, and once we get this game done. So there's only a minute 50 to go, and it's now 85-28. So I'm gonna pass this to Fred VanVleet. who also won the 2019 championship with Kawhi Leonard and Pascal Siakam for Toronto. Uh they beat the Golden State Warriors. I think it was 4-2 from what I know of. And I remember watching the game. It was their final season in the Oracle Arena in Oakland, and it was that same season where the Oakland Raiders left to go to Las Vegas. It was also their last season at Oakland Alameda Coliseum. And during the finals, Kevin Durant of Golden State did not play. So he was injured for most of the finals in 2019. So that's why the Warriors basically lost the finals and a chance for a three-peat. But Fred VanVleet, he drives it in, and it's now 91-30. 9 points for Fred VanVleet in today's episode, and 4 from mid-range. So Steve Francis has possession of the basketball, and he's going to actually make that in for 2. So it's now 91-32. So we bench the all-time scoring Magic by 12. So Antonio Davis, he drives it in for 2. We're going to do a substitution here. All right, player of the game is Vince Carter for Toronto. I'll explain the numbers in a minute. So all we got is the remaining seconds of this game. 46.3 to go for Toronto before they win a game. So Fred VanVleet, he's going to pass it to McGrady, and then Fred VanVleet, he's going to pass it to VC Vince Carter, the University of North Carolina product. He's going to shoot that in from 2. So it's now 95-32. So Horace Grant, he's going to pass it to Shandon Anderson and Jameer Nelson. And he's going to pass it to Grant. He's actually going to make that in. So that's going to count. So they're going to pass this to Antonio Davis, and then Vince Carter. He's going to step back and shoot this in for 3. And it's now 98-34. So Jameer Nelson, he's going to pass it to Horace Grant, and Horace Grant makes that dunk. And now I'm going to pass it to McGrady and then Fred VanVleet. He's going to drive this in for 2, and it gets blocked. And the Raptors still are alive to get the 100th point of the basketball game. So I'm going to pass this to Kawhi Leonard, and he's going to shoot it in from 3. And yes, he does get a 101% on this game. So we got an A+++++. Meaning that we did super, super good. We were red hot in today's episode, and we win it. The game is over. The Toronto Raptors win it at home in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, by the final score of 103-36. All I want to say is thank you guys for watching this awesome yet amazing episode. So we'll see you at stats. Okay, Vince Carter, 36 points, player of the game, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 3 steals, 1 block on the day, and 5 dunks. Kawhi Leonard, 16 points, 1 rebound, 4 steals, and 1 dunk on the day. Pascal Siakam with 13 points and all, 1 rebound and 1 steal. DeMar DeRozan, he had 10 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal on the day. Chris Bosh had 9 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists, along with a steal, and had a dunk in this game. So Fred VanVleet, he had 9 points, 2 assists, 2 steals on the day. Antonio Davis, he had 5 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. And let's check out Orlando. Horace Grant, he had 8 points, 1 assist on the day, and 1 block with 2 dunks. Tracy McGrady, he had 5 points and all, 1 assist on the day. Steve Francis also had 5 points. Hedgu Toluglu had 4 points on the day as well. Grant Hill, he had 3 points. It was that awesome 3-pointer. Jameer Nelson had 3 points as well. But Penny Hardaway, he had 2 points and all. So that wraps it up. We'll show you the next episode. Alright, the next episode will be a classic rivalry between the Los Angeles all-time Lakers and the all-time Boston Celtics. So that wraps it up. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Have a great Friday, everyone.